Hello again, lovely nurses. Ali Wilson here. Today is the day we start building your health and happiness to the point where your inner reserves of energy and calm are large enough to handle anything nursing can throw at you, leaving you with enough fuel in the tank for you to laugh, love and live life to the full. It's a big promise, I know. But if you're one of over 2,000 nurses from all around the world who have watched my video series, you'll realise that if we are to be the best nurse we can be, we must stop letting our health and our happiness be at the mercy of our roster, our patients, our managers, our hospitals or anything else out there, and start investing a little time and energy into our own well-being. If you've come with me this far, you believe, like I do, that nursing isn't just a job, it's a calling. A vocation where every day we give care and compassion at a level most people find miraculous. But it's time to trust that wonderful nursing intuition that we talked about in video 1. I'm sure it's telling you that to keep our hearts open and able to give compassion to our patients, we need to give ourselves the same care and compassion. Self-care is not selfish. It's an absolute necessity to be the best nurse you can be. Imagine if you could develop the resilience to finish a shift from hell and still have energy and room in your heart for your family and spouse. Picture yourself with the inner strength needed to gently but firmly hold your ground in the face of a bullying colleague, cantankerous patient, or sometimes that overbearing doctor. Wouldn't you love to have more energy because you spent less time plagued about worrying thoughts like, did I hand over correctly, or did I miss something, and spend more time truly living in the present moment? You deserve to be one of the great nurses who is admired by colleagues and loved by patients. We've all worked with nurses who have had that inner calm and purpose, as well as a deep compassion and heart. Wouldn't you love to be that nurse? And that's what my brand new Happy Healthy Nurse online video coaching program will do for you. And I'm incredibly pleased to say we're opening registrations for this longer, more in-depth course today. If you were to look into the future, say 1 year or 5 years from now, do you believe your roster, your management, your profession will be fixed by then? No, me neither. So in 5 years' time, what will your health and well-being be like? How will you be dealing with the natural stressful situations that occur in nursing? What would you like to see change with your health and happiness? And most importantly, what's your plan to take you there? Or maybe you haven't allowed yourself to dream of a healthier, happier you because you don't believe there's anything you can do about it. Perhaps you don't think you have time to do anything differently. Ask yourself this. Do you have 10 minutes a day that you could commit to so you can make a start on improving your health and happiness? I promise, just 10 minutes a day is all the investment you'll need to achieve a noticeable difference in your life, in your family's lives, and in the lives of all your patients from now on. While writing my Amazon bestseller, What I Wish I Knew About Nursing, I realised there are 2 ways to make progress. You can stumble through life, learning how to do things better through trial and painful error. This is how I went from a herniated disc to 6 years later doing Pilates and circuit training. This is how I went from burnout to meditating daily and finally finding peace of mind. But when I was doing the interviews for my first book, I learned about the second, much faster way to grow and learn better ways to live. Find someone who is already doing what you want to learn and get them to coach you. The truth is, the things we focus our energy on are the things that improve. But the things we focus on, with the help and advice of a successful coach at our side, will improve astronomically. I'd love to be that coach for you. More than that, I remember when I was nearing burnout, totally overwhelmed with feelings of self-doubt, negativity and deep anxiety. Even though I was surrounded by lovely colleagues and friends, I felt incredibly alone. And so many of the 54,000 nurses on my Facebook page tell me all the time they just don't have anyone to really talk to about their fears and worries. So they wish they could have a confidential and non-judgmental friend or mentor to speak with in those times when they're really struggling. I'd love to be that friend for you. It would be my honour to be that calm, reassuring mentor who holds your hand and guides you through the lessons about nursing and about life that my own painful experience has taught me, and help you make massive improvements in your health and happiness. If you're one of the nurses on my Facebook page, you know I take my commitment to my global nursing community very seriously. You know I have a vision to create a movement where nurses feel proud to be looking after themselves, not guilty, and proud to be looking after each other as well. I'm on a mission to help as many nurses as possible avoid the terrible physical and emotional pain I went through because I didn't have the skills and knowledge to handle the ups and downs of nursing. I do have the skills and knowledge now, and I'm holding nothing back and putting it all into the Happy Healthy Nurse program. I will lead you through the same systematic approach to improving your mindset, your physical health, and your approach to nursing that has helped me go from being a depressed nurse with a herniated disc to a happy, peaceful nurse who loves life. This course isn't specific to any type of nursing in particular. Just like on my Facebook page, which has a huge cross-section of nurses, from ER nurses to CNAs, from aged care to community nurses, from nursing students to nurse consultants. This is an inclusive program that I've deliberately designed to be about the core humanity at the heart of all great nursing. It is about making a difference in your nursing care by making a difference in you. So you'll find that you won't just get results, you're going to get dramatic results. You are not just purchasing a solution to a specific clinical procedure, although they're important. You are purchasing a transformation. With this course, you are making an investment in your education, which is going to impact every patient and every colleague you meet in the future. To give you a better idea, let me quickly run through the structure of this course and what you'll learn in each module. The Happy Healthy Nurse course is an interactive video training program, and each module contains videos relating to the topic and, forgive me, a little bit of homework. Now, apologies in advance, but homework is a really effective teaching tool, especially when you're dealing with areas where you're breaking old habits and making new ones. Having said that, the homework is usually just small exercises that require you to do some thinking, and they can usually be done on the bus or in the car on the way to or from work. I'm very conscious of how busy nurses are and don't want my training course to be yet another thing to be added to your already bulging to-do list. So the homework will be quick. And I guarantee that all the training videos will be an absolute maximum of 5 minutes each. I take each concept or lesson and break it down into manageable chunks so you never feel overwhelmed. And I won't just be throwing videos at you and letting you muddle along with them. We'll be releasing them in stages over a month, so you can take your time and let the new ideas settle into your new life. So let's quickly go through the modules. Module 1, Mindset and Mental Health. The thing that separates good nurses from great nurses is how they handle the natural stress, heartache and drama of nursing and keep their focus and their peace of mind intact. Everything else is built on this foundation. This module goes into all the very best research and advice I've discovered about handling the ups and downs, the triumph and tragedy of nursing, while keeping your heart open and able to give patients the compassion they so deserve. Now, this is not some wafty repackaged motivational self-help stuff. None of that. Just wish you for a thin waist, peaceful mind and a brand new car and it'll all magically appear in your life. This is hard science and fully researched psychology that really should be taught to students in nursing school. If I'm honest, I can't believe that science has such a great understanding of how our minds work and the things we can do to lift our mood and manage stress and still maintain our inner peace. Yet almost none of this is taught to student nurses. I interviewed Karen Daly, president of the American Nurses Association, for my Wellbeing for Nurses magazine, and she said something that I passionately agreed with. She mentioned that she, like most nurses, go into our career with some emotional baggage. And I agree. I know that I became a nurse to heal myself by healing everyone else. That's why I believe some deeper understanding of how our minds work and how to work through our own stuff is vital to being a great nurse. If you've just watched the videos in this module alone, you would be way ahead of 90% of nurses who've never been exposed to this stuff. Module 2, Energy and Physical Health. This is absolutely essential too. To be a great nurse and still have the energy to do all the other things that fill up your heart, like play with your kids, go for walks with your partner, or even, God forbid nurses, do some things for yourself. You simply have to have the energy and vitality to handle those long shifts, being on your feet all day, and recover quickly from nights. So many nurses come through to me and say they have tried again and again to stick to those health goals they tell their patients off about. But in the face of a busy family, overtime, and even just the never-ceasing traffic jam that is modern life, their goals fall by the wayside and they go back to their old unhealthy habits. So in this module, I'm going to explain even more deeply the methods I went into in video 2. I'm also going to give you a whole basket full of scientifically proven tips and techniques to stick to those health goals and get back the energy you know you deserve. For example, I'm going to explain the theory of how goals are contagious and how I use these to go from being someone who hated having to drag themselves out to exercise to being a person who looks forward to the times I go running. In another video, I'll talk through the benefits of placing if-then planning into our brains to make achieving our goals more automatic. And I'll talk about how a particular research experiment got students to write an essay over Christmas led to a method for goal setting that makes it twice as likely to stick to your plans. Again, I should mention this isn't a broad sweeping think positive and lose 50 pounds self-help fluffy stuff here. The concepts I present in this module are rigorously tested science that are guaranteed to help you start walking, stop smoking, or start eating healthily. The keys to your new high energy, healthier life are in Module 2. Module 3. This module is what I call nursing health. For my Wellbeing for Nurses magazine, I'm constantly in communication with nursing leaders like Donna Cardillo, Kathleen Bartholomew, and as I mentioned before, Karen Daly. On top of that, I've interviewed over 300 nurses for my 4 Amazon bestsellers, so I've gathered together a huge bank of superb practical tips and advice on looking after your health and happiness that is specifically targeted to nursing. And as I've said before, I'm constantly in touch with over 50,000 nurses through my Facebook page, which really is a global nursing family. So while the first 2 modules are applicable to anyone, this module really zeroes in on my top tips for nursing in particular. It is full of practical, actionable advice and techniques that have been drawn out of conversations and interviews with nurses and nursing leaders from all over the world. For example, I talk about the importance of allowing yourself to feel deep emotions that nursing brings up in us and the psychological damage that is caused when we try to bury down our feelings, caused by that child we saw who passed away or the patient we had to give some really terrible news to. I explain the deep psychological importance of nursing humour and how laughter is necessary to a healthy attitude to the absurd and often incredibly messy situations we find ourselves literally up to our elbows in. And following on from video number 3, I talk in much more detail about ways to debrief and de-stress properly. If you only took this away from Module 3, I guarantee you, your family and your colleagues and your patients will notice the difference in you. So to recap, there will be 3 modules full of superb video content, mental health and mindset, energy and physical health, and lastly, my best nursing specific tips that I call nursing health. But I really want nurses to come away from this course raving to their friends and colleagues and feeling absolutely incredible about their health and happiness. So I'm going to add a few things to make this course totally irresistible. Firstly, I'm going to include a free 6-month subscription to my best-selling Wellbeing for Nurses magazine. It comes out every month on the Apple newsstand and Google Play Store, and it is absolutely full of superb health and happiness content. It has interviews with leading nurses and leading psychologists, and it is rammed full of hilarious nursing stories, because as we know, nothing makes you feel better than a good old laugh. Each issue of the magazine sells for $5.99, so that is $36 worth of value just there. And as they're available for smartphones, you can dip in and out on the bus or on a break and night shift and give yourself an instant boost of health and happiness at any time that's convenient for you. I'm also creating a meditation for nurses course that I will include as a bundle attached to the Happy Healthy Nurse course. The well-being benefits of meditation and mindfulness have been well documented, but I get a lot of nurses asking me, how do I start and where can I learn? I'm recording 3 guided beginner meditations that you'll be able to listen along to on your smartphone or iPod, and I'll be including those as a bonus in this course too. I paid over $200 to learn just one of these meditations in person, and I have to say, when I consider the benefits that meditation has brought to my life, I'd pay that 5 times over again. No, actually, I'd have to say it was been priceless. I mentioned that I really wanted to help you in a deep personal way, because when I was struggling with nursing, I felt terribly alone. So I'm going to set up a special closed group attached to my Facebook page, only for those nurses who sign up for this course, so we can all share and support each other in a closer and more confidential way. But more than that, I'm going to give you all my private email address, not my professional one as an author or my emails as editor of my magazine, but my private email that I give my friends, so you can email me anytime, day or night, and I'll respond as quickly as I can. I know a lot of people who can help with a lot of nursing problems, so feel free to ask me anything, and if I don't know the answer, I almost certainly know someone who does. Now I know you're wondering what the Happy Healthy Nurse programme costs. Actually, hang on, before I tell you about the price, I should mention that we have a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. The 3 modules are released over 4 weeks, so basically you could actually get through all the material and then still request a refund. For comparison's sake, how many nursing college courses out there let you get your degree and then still request a refund? Or have you ever taken a continued professional development course that lets you ask for a refund at the end of the day? Or have you ever heard of a personal trainer that gave you a month of lessons and then let you ask for a refund? We actually call this the Steal Our Stuff guarantee, because you can literally join the course, download all the material and then still request a refund just because you feel like it. Now, I'm going to trust my nursing intuition and believe you're not going to do that. After all, we nurses have, for the 11th year in a row, been voted as the most trusted profession. But I want to make it clear that this course is literally no risk to you. You can steal our stuff if you want to, take the whole course, download the bonuses, and then get your money back. I'm really proud to say that because we genuinely do not want your money if this course doesn't give you massive results in your life and you aren't totally satisfied. And that's always been the case with every single book, magazine, or training program we've ever offered. The great thing about the internet is because we can deliver this course to so many people all over the world, I don't have to charge the same amount I would if I was giving you a private coaching or a full day's CPD training. I've paid over $400 to attend full-day courses before, and half the things I learnt were out of date within 3 years. But the Happy Healthy Nurse program won't even be half that. So you get the 3 modules on mental health, physical health and nursing health. You get free 6-month subscription to Wellbeing for Nurses magazine worth $36. You also get the Meditation for Nurses audio program teaching you meditations that cost me $200 to learn. And you get access to me and each other in a private confidential group and my private email address to contact me at any time. All this at a never to be repeated launch price of only $87. And as a special discount for students, I'm going to offer the course at only $47. Again, I'm happy to just trust you about the whole student discount thing. If you tell me you're a student, I'll believe you. And it's worth mentioning that this launch price is only for a few days. I know this program is worth much, much more, but I really want to get started building a community and create a group of nurses who can all stand up for our own self-care and start making some noise. But once this intake of the course shuts, I plan to offer it next time at more than double the price. Registration for Happy Healthy Nurse is only open for a couple of days. Here is what I want you to do. Trust that nurse's intuition of yours and click the Add to Cart button below, and you'll be taken to a secure payment page that uses PayPal.com. Now, PayPal is the internet's largest and most secure credit card facility. It's used by Walmart, Best Buy, computer giant Dell's online store, the Body Shop. Anyone who is anyone online uses PayPal, so your credit card information is absolutely safe. Once you complete the process, you'll be taken to a thank you page, which will say, go check your email. There will be an email from us with a link to the Happy Healthy Nurse portal, and there you go, that's it. I'm absolutely thrilled to be working with you and can't wait to start seeing the incredible results you're going to get from this. I look forward to working with you starting next Monday, and I will see you very, very soon. One last thing before I go. If you sign up for the Happy Healthy Nurse course now, you will also get all 5 of my Amazon best-selling books in ebook format. So there will be 5 ebooks to download and start reading as soon as you enroll in the course. I'll leave you with a quote by Albert Camus. He said, "In the midst of winter, I finally learnt there was in me an invincible summer." And I love that because it acknowledges that all lives go through winters, but it also says that the power to survive and thrive through those winters is within us. This launch price of Happy Healthy Nurse will be gone very soon, so please click the Add to Cart button now, and I look forward to helping you find the invincible summer inside of you. And I really can't wait to meet you and help you become a healthier and happier nurse.